What's up guys, Hades here. So, I wanted to break down the number one player in Throne right now, and that is JM still on 277. He is gapping the field. To beat the whales this badly, something has to be going really well for you. He hasn't lost in a while. I've been checking him here and there, but I want to break down his build, show you what's changed a little bit from the past and what makes it so powerful, and maybe you want to be looking at it, for yourself. So Gab is the strongest on our server, and you can see here just domination, right? It doesn't always look like this. It usually looks more like this, but I just want to break down this one so you can see. So what does he have? Well, you do need Eternal Battle Lust and you do need Battle Frenzy. On Medusa, you need crit rate, or excuse me, not crit rate, but a maxed out artifact. He has critical damage with attack bonus. I don't actually think this is the greatest, but I can't argue with, what he has, right? He's got really nice artifacts, or excuse me, modifications. 4.9% with a lot of bonus, 2% crit rate, physical attack and crit rate, and then 3% crit rate physical damage. So pretty solid on those modifications. It's gonna be hard to find better ones, and it's gonna take some time. Now he's running Ninetales, no assist, Fountain of Life, Life Protection, and Master's Aegis, which is very strange to me because Master's Aegis is magical defense and he's beating physical, right? So we'll get into that in a bit. So what he's doing is he's also adding Oakengard, right? So he's slowing down with Energy Suppression, Oakengard, plus Master's Aegis, because you don't know who's going to hit you, and you need a little bit of everything. And then Malice, which is weird. A lot of people kind of drop Malice from the main team, but he's putting Malice back, and he dropped Wind Rage. A lot of people are doing Wind Rage fully prepared, so you stack up the fully prepared faster. People just dropped it and added Drastic Action. A lot of the whales are using Drastic Action on their Ares, but that change to Malice is very interesting. So reducing that crit, not letting the Lokis of the world and the Himikos kill you, and then blocking those first hits from the Medusa with Oakengard. And I want to show this report. This gives a little bit better context. Now, the difference here is the Fufei, and the Fufei is running Divine Blessing, which should in theory be better for most battles, as you don't take 40% skill damage, and most of the damage is coming from Medusa ult and Ares ult, right? And I'll give you an example right here. Oh, not that one, this one. Medusa dies in this battle against Apollo, right? So now there's no damage, or you'd think there's no damage. Ares is half HP. No, he wipes him. Look at this. Ares still does a lot of damage, and it's his ultimate plus drastic. So there's a lot of value that would be coming from what is it called? Divine Blessing. So let's watch this and see what happens. It is a pretty big RNG kind of match. The Fufei isn't giving nearly as much value because there's not a lot of crowd control, and Fufei's whole thing is avoiding crowd control. Early on, Gab actually gets more damage on the backline. You can see he's full Medusa, but there's probably going to be some sort of a crit here. There's no other way around it. Right there. Wipes through. Now the Ares is dead and his Ares is not dead. And I think that's the difference between Fufei and Ninetales. Ninetales is going to heal that person who's lowest, and is going to heal more to them, which goes onto the Ares. And Fufei heals everyone. So she was healing the backline more, while the Ninetales was healing the Ares more, which ended up making that 1v1 a little closer. But that's what those whale matches look like. And if you try and fight them, it'll look like this, right? You'll be done in 12 seconds. You're going to get bursted out by both their ults, and it's going to be over. There's pretty much no team in the game that can compete with this. that isn't this team or something super similar to this team. There are a few Apollo teams that can do some decent damage, like you saw here. Oops. You saw it right here. If you can do enough burst damage with Apollo and Alex, there's a chance, a very small one. This is the new whale meta. I hope you guys like these kind of videos. If you do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one.